Oh, I don't like the internet. And surely at 7:15, not that many people are on it anymore. Anyway, before it goes silly again, I'm going to start. So sit yourself comfortably. I'll pop some music on and we will get cracking. She says that and now I can't actually get my music up. Come on. I'm on my phone at the moment. Thank you. Right, now my speaker's turned off because it's been sat over here for so long. Oh, crikey. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. Pardon, Scott?
Dog just chewed the slider.
Oh, so just throw them in here. Right, now I don't know what's happened to my, let's disconnect that. Because I now can't play my music through the speaker. Ugh.
No, what's it outside?
Oh yes, leave them out of here though, babe, because you can't keep coming in. Right, give me 2 minutes. It's all disconnected now because I turned everything off. Oh, what a start, guys. What a start. Right, connect to this one, please. Connected. Right, all right. At least that didn't faff about like everything else. Yay. Okay. Sit yourselves comfortably. 15 minutes later, we will start. Okay. So, relax then and release into the body. Allowing the shoulders to fall away from the ear. Relaxing and releasing into the hips. And then allow the story and thoughts from the day and the week before you to drift away. Pay attention to the body now, not only how it feels externally, but also how it feels internally. The muscle fibers within the body, any tension that's held anywhere, and how the mind feels. Whether the jaw feels tense, the shoulders feel like they've risen up towards your ears. As you exhale, take the shoulders away from the ears, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Just take a couple of moments here. Just slow the breath right down. Counting in for 4 and out for 4. In for 4 and out for 4. Lengthen that slightly. Breathe in for 5. Breathe out for 5. In for 5 and out for 5. Breathe in for 5 and out. Okay, when you're ready, open into the eyes. Take the chin down into the chest. Inhale, coming up to center. Exhale, all the way up to the ceiling. Bringing it back to center. Taking it right down again, a little bit deeper. Bringing it up. Giggled to wake up. I've got Scott the dog through the window, he's laying on the floor. Going back to centre. Not very restorative. Chin to chest. Tuck it all the way in now. Feel that stretch from the midbrain, down the central nervous system of the spine, into the pelvis. Breathe in, come up. Flowing through center, all the way up. With the openness through the throat. Come back to center. Turning to look then over the right shoulder. Back to center. Over then to the left shoulder. Bringing it back to center. So taking the right ear to the right shoulder this time. And then draw the left away in opposition. So feel that stretch increase. Now hold it here. Each time you exhale, see if you can draw the left shoulder a little bit further away. When you're ready, come up, slowly over to the other side. So left ear to left shoulder, drawing that right shoulder away in opposition. So again, draw it a little bit deeper away each time you exhale. Allow the head to roll forward, bringing the nose to the right shoulder. And back the other way. Take it to the right. And to the left. So one more here. Take it round to the right. I have not put a hairband in. Now all the way around. So take it to the left and full circle. And again. And again. And then reverse those circles back the other way. Feel the muscle fibers of the neck releasing. Coming back then to center. I'm going to turn that down a little bit since we left. Okay. So, drawing the arms out to the side. We are going to take the right hand onto the left side of the face. The left hand comes onto the left shoulder. Now as you exhale, you're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder again. And then on your next exhalation, draw the left elbow towards the ribs. When you're ready, breathe in, lift up, arms come back out, same on the other side. So the left hand comes to the right side of the face, the right hand comes to the right shoulder. Now as you exhale, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Then again, on your next exhalation, tuck the elbow in towards the ribs. When you're ready, breathe in and come up, arms come back out to the side. Take those arms up, reach really tall, so feel the stretch and feel the space coming between the ribs. Exhale, arms come down. Take it up, a bit higher. And down. One more here, down. Take it down. Right hand comes beside you, left arm's alongside the ear. So you're going to bring those right ribs out from underneath, push into the right hand, breathe, grow, and expand then into that left hand side. So energy through those left fingers. Walk the right hand a little bit further away, increase that stretch. When you're ready, limber the arms over to the other side. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. So, left rib this time, twist it out from underneath, breathe, grow, and expand into the right side. Walk the left hand a little bit further away, increase that stretch. When you're ready, breathe in, lift up, coming up. Bring the hands in front of you, interlace the fingers. Imagine that massive ball between the arms. Think about spreading and separating the shoulder blades, tucking the chin in. When you're ready, bring the palms to face the ceiling, arms alongside the ears, push up. From here, take those hands behind, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back and down, gaze goes up, knuckles are drawn towards the mat. When you are ready, relax and release. Okay, so both legs come out in front of you. We are going to cross the left one over the right. Now, if it's too much coming all the way over, bring the left foot on the inner edge of the right side. So it can be in, or you can cross it over. So you're going to use the right arm to squeeze the leg in towards the body. When you're ready then, you're going to breathe in, lift up the left arm, take it all the way back, follow it with the gaze, too close to the window again, and bring that hand to the tailbone. So point the right foot away from you, squeeze that left knee into the body, twist, making sure you're lifting through the spine. When you're ready, come back to center and change over for the other side. So the left leg comes out, right leg's going to come across the body. So again, if it's too much coming all the way over, just have the leg the same, but the foot on the inner edge of that left leg this time. So the left arm is going to squeeze into the body. You're going to bring the right arm up and over. Follow that arm, twisting round, hand towards the tailbone. Point the left foot away this time. Use your fingers to lift through the spine and deepen the twist. When you're ready, come back to center. So both legs back out. We're just going to point through the toes. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels, pushing the heels away. Rolling through, point those toes. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels, push the heels away. Last one here, roll it through, point the toes. Lift the toes, the balls, the heels, push the heels away. Little windscreen wiper up the feet. And then we're going to come around onto our all fours position. So come around onto your all fours. Here you want to spread the fingers nice and wide. Wrists underneath shoulders, shoulder width apart. Knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart. So we're rolling through our cat-cow stretches to mobilize through your spine. Drop the head, drop the tailbone, push up through the back. When you're ready, drop the belly to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, and look up. And again, drop the head, drop the tailbone, push that bit deeper through the spine. Really push the hands against the floor. Drop the belly to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, look up. And when you're ready, drop the head, drop the tailbone, push up. Inhale, belly to the mat, lift the head, lift the tailbone, look up. Coming back then to the neutral position. Now we need to push into the right hand and lift the left arm up. So really push against the floor, lifting up and opening through the chest. Now from here, bend at the elbow, take that hand then behind the hip. I'll turn around so you can see the back. So take it behind the hip, deepen that twist. If you can take the hand and loop it onto your thigh and use that to draw yourself round. If not, just bring it to the back and push it open. When you're ready, come back to center. Same on the other side. So you're going to push into the left hand, lift the right up. So really push that floor away, open through the chest center, energy through the fingers. And again, bend at the elbow. I'm going to tuck that hand round. So either use it on the hip to open, or bring it round to the thigh and really twist. When you're ready, come back to center. So I'm going to turn front ways on foot, sort of front ways. Kind of front, kind of not. So we're going to lift the leg up, literally like a dog. And we're going to do circles starting small. They're then going to become bigger. And then we're going to reverse the directions of the circles. Now make sure that both the palms of both hands are in contact with the mat. So I don't want you to lift the leg, twist, and then come up onto the fingertips. Both palms to be nice and flat on the mat. So when you're ready, left side first. Lift the leg up. Now little circles backwards. Huh? I don't know, lounge? Okay, bigger circles. Now take it the other way. And back to your little circles. Relax and release back down. That hurts me today, I don't know what I've done. And then the other side, so turn a bit on the side. So you're going to lift then the right knee up, little circles. I did do a class yesterday with those lifts in that we did last week, perhaps that's it. Bigger circles. And the other way. And back to your little ones. Release the knees back down. Now push yourself back to child's pose. Tailbone tucks under, forehead to the mat. So feel the stretch all the way down the spine. Really tuck that tailbone under. Stretch the fingertips forward. When you're ready then, come on up. So we're going to go into our mini sun sounds. I need a hairband for the lovely someone. Yes. So our little version of the sun sounds, well, the only time we're going to come up off the mat is for our downward dog. So I will briefly show it through for those who haven't done the little ones, but I'll do it quickly. Don't worry, we won't rush through it as quickly as I will. I just don't want to take the time you watching, but just so you can see where we're going. We're coming up, little back bend, bringing the hands down, sliding the hands forward, the tailbone stays lifted. So you're coming into an extended puppy pose. You're then going to draw the hands back, come into your cat stretch where you're dropping the head and tailbone, tuck the toes, up, back to downward dog. Drop those knees, drop the fronts of the feet. Back into your cat stretch. Slide the hands forward, back into extended puppy. Then you're going to slide the hands back. So each time you're sliding the hands, have a little bit of resistance. Now as you come up, I want you to uncurl the spine. Lift. Bring a prayer to your heart center. Okay, so it's literally a few and then backwards. When you are ready, knees underneath the hips. Making sure when you look down that those knees aren't out so you're not too backwards. You want to make sure you can't really see them, but they're underneath the hips. When you're ready, breathe in, lift up. Squeeze the glutes, little back bend. Exhale, legs forward, slide the hands forward, extended puppy. Now slide those hands back with a bit of resistance to underneath the shoulders. Drop the head and tailbone, push up through the back. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, exhale back to downward dog. Now bend those knees, drop the knees to the floor, drop the fronts of the feet, back into your cat, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Slide the hands forwards, extended puppy. Now when you're ready, slide the hands back. As they come to your knees, roll up, push through the quads, lift. Prayer comes to your heart center. We go again, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, flex forward, slide the hands, a little bit more speed, not too much. Slide the hands back with resistance. Cat stretch. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Bend those knees, drop the knees down, fronts of the feet, cat stretch. Slide it out, Extended puppy. Slide the hands back again as they come to the knees. Lift, roll through the spine. Bring your prayer to your heart center. We go again. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, flex. Send the hands forward. Chest sends down, tailbone up. Slide the hands back with resistance. Drop the head and tailbone. Cat stretch. Tuck the toes up and back, downward dog. Drop the knees. Drop the fronts of the feet. Slide it forwards. Slide the hands back. Tuck the head and tail. I've lost where I am. Tuck the toes, we're down back onto downward dog. I've added a bit on, I think. I can't remember where I'm at. Oh, this is where I'm at, is it? I don't know. Down we go. I think we know what we're doing next. Cat stretch. Slide it out. I don't know. You have to tell me a little bit whether I'm right or not. Now, slide those hands all the way back and lift it up. Bringing your prayer to your heart center. I don't know what I did there. Whether I picked it up where we left off, I don't know. But I just went off. Thinking of the next bit. Okay. So we are going to come up into our downward dog. We're going to pedal it out. We're going to crouch it, and then we're going to deepen it. I will quickly show you that when you're up, you don't have to come back down to look, or you're not craning your neck. If it's too long to be up there, at any point, come back down, rest in child's pose, come back up and join us. You don't have to stay there the whole time. It is an inversion, so some people don't like it for a long period of time. So just see how you get on. I'll quickly show you. We'll be spending longer on each section than I will show you. We'll come into a downward dog. We're going to crouch it. So we're bending the knees, straightening the legs. So the back remains flat. Bend the knees, straighten. From there, we'll paddle it out. We'll then take the feet one space forwards, and we're going to lift the toes. Now, even if the heels don't touch the floor, doesn't matter. You can still lift the toes. Take the feet back, and hopefully feel the heels get closer. We'll then walk it forwards and come into a fold. But we will be up there a little while for each bit. If it is too much, drop those knees, child's pose, come back. All right, so for our downward dog, your hands want to be one space forward with the shoulders. Let's hope I don't move my way. Tuck those toes under. Lift the knees, take the hips up and back. So in your downward dog, I want you to focus on each area as we go through it. So think about pushing through the base of the fingers and the heels of the hands. You're then going to roll the shoulder blades back and down. That will help flatten through the back. Then you want to engage the upper arm muscles. So roll out the upper arm muscles so that you're not hanging in the shoulder girdle. Think about pushing the back straight and the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Draw the muscle of the lower belly up behind the navel towards the spine. And then think about rolling the leg muscles out. So you're engaged all the way down the legs, aiming those heels towards the mat. Now, I think we're going to pedal it out first. So start pedaling it out. I've decided to do that instead of crouching first. So you're just bending one knee, pushing the opposite heel down. Again, if at any point you need to come down, drop it down. Couple more pedals. Now, both heels towards the mat. Now we're going to crouch it. So bend the knees, keep that back nice and straight. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. And straighten. Bend. Straighten. Two more here. Bend. Straighten. One more. Take it down. Take it up. Again, if you need to drop down now.
We're going to walk the feet forwards, one space. So keeping that back pushed straight. Don't allow the shoulders to roll forwards here. Now lift the toes. Allow the toes to rest. Take the feet back to your downward dog. Hopefully you will feel that they feel closer towards the mat. Now very slowly walk the feet towards the hands. So you can bend the knees here if you need to. But we're going to take the hands to the top of the shins, looking forwards. So we're not coming all the way up. You're going to come into a flat back position. So roll the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the head to return to normal after the inversion before we come down to a forward bend. So when you're ready, you're going to fold forwards into a forward bend. Again, the knees can be bent here if they need to be. Think about sending the tailbone up high. Sending the breath to the soft bits at the backs of the knees. If there is a micro bend in those knees, or even a big bend in those knees, think about extending that piece of skin behind the knees. Now I want you to take both hands underneath the toes. Again, if the knees are bent, that's fine. So you're going to draw upon the toes, lifting the tailbone up high. So your toes will help you draw the body down. If the knees are bent, you're going to think about straightening them that little bit more with each exhale. Really use the hands under the feet to draw yourself deeper down. Couple more breaths here. When you're ready, take the hands out from underneath the toes. Bend the knees and then slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, making sure the head and the shoulders come up low. Roll the shoulders back. Now we're coming back down. This time we're going to take the hands behind the calves. So you used your toes to draw yourself down. We're now going to use the calves to draw yourself in. Okay, so we go down again, flexing from the hips. So flex forward, take the hands down towards the mat. Again, bending those knees if you need to. Hands come behind the shins. So lift the tailbone high and use those shins to draw your body inwards. So you're thinking about the torso coming into contact with the thighs and the head coming down towards the shins and the ankles. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to be there. That's just where you're aiming the body. So it gives you the idea of where to flex from correctly rather than rounding through the thoracic spine. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, bend the knees, slowly rolling up. Okay, we are going to do 3 folds from mountain. So we're going to lift up, little back bend, flex forwards and fold. So we're just going to do 3 in a nice flow, trying to get deep as you can. So when you come down there, breathing, lifting, coming back up. So remember, as you come up, you want to try and get a little back bend here. So think about the stretch coming through the abs, engage the glutes, allow the back bend. When you are ready, feet again underneath the hips. Breathe in and lift the arms up. You need a little back bend. Now exhale, flex from the hips forwards. Bend the knees, breathe in and lift up, scooping the arms back up, little back bend, exhale down. Last one, lift it up. Exhale down. The dog's just done something. And then lift it up. Relax and release. Don't know what he's done. Gus just said no. Okay, so we are going to come into a pyramid pose. So the one we do here. we're going to move it. So I'll show you before we go into it. Legs are far apart, toes both facing forward. Now, normally we'll come down to our blocks. We're not going to do that today. We're going to bring the hands down onto the leg. So really make sure that you're engaged through the quad and bringing that muscle of the calf forwards towards the shin. I don't want you to put the weight on it and then end up hyperextending through the knee. Gently, we're going to place the hands on the leg. If you can bring the fingertips to the floor or the palms to the floor. That's entirely what works for you. So we're going to come down. We'll hold it initially, then we're going to raise it up. Come back down and raise it up. So each time you come back down, try and get a little bit deeper. So it's just a flowing movement of the pyramid rather than holding that stretch. Don't get yourself so deep that the leg muscles are shaking. Just a nice flow. Feel the legs opening up. So take your side weight on, left leg forwards, right leg back. The legs are far apart, so they're like tram lines rather than like a balancing rope. Then you want the hips facing forward, so the back toes are facing as far forward as they can be. Now, really important to engage the quad. Pull the calf muscle forwards towards the bone of the shin. Now, when you're ready, you're going to flex forward, taking the hands towards that front leg. So you're sending the hips backwards. So you may be up here, you may be down here, wherever works for you. Just keep the engagement through the legs. Now you're going to inhale, lift up slightly. Exhale, back down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Now one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. You're going to hold it down wherever works for you. Keep the engagement through the muscles of the legs. Sending those hips back. Keep breathing into the back of that front leg. Now when you're ready, bend that front knee, and then you're going to move the back foot so that you're coming into a low lunge. So just lift it up and move it further back. Now you're going to move that foot out slightly so that you can get the left arm inside that left hip. If you need to, you can have the hand on the knee here coming up. Okay, now we are going to pulse with the legs. So you're going to bend the back knee. I'll show you, and then straighten both legs up and bend and straighten. Okay, so from your lunge, bend the back knee down, push both legs straight as you can, and bend. They're not entirely straight, that's fine. Straighten it and bend and straighten. Two more here, bend down and straighten. One more, bend and straighten. Okay, drop the back knee down. Now we're going to come into our pigeon pose. So your front leg, you're going to bring the foot through so the knee then comes between the palms of the hands. Your front of the back foot will be on the floor, and then you can use the front of the foot to walk yourself deeper into your pigeon pose. Now, we're not sat on this side, you're nice and upright. Roll the shoulders back and down. The shoulders come back and down. You can then take the hands if you want to, they can remain up front, or you can bring them by the sides of their hips and really open the chest. Energy through that back leg. Take the gaze up. Really breathe through the open chest. And we can write a line. I always do that and I never learn. Okay, when you're ready, hands come to front of the front foot. Tuck the back toe under. You're going to lift this front leg up to your lunge again. So lift it up. Back foot's going to join the front foot to come up to stand. So hop it forwards and slowly roll up. Have a shake out if you need to. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So right legs forwards, left legs back. So again, widen between those legs so that you've got not like a balance rope, nice and wide. Okay, so again, really important, you engage through the muscles of the leg. Draw in the quad, draw the calf muscle forwards. So we're going to flex from the hips again, taking the hands to the front leg, sending the hips back. Again, you may find that you're coming down to the floor, that's fine. So hold it here for a few seconds, couple of breaths. Now when you're ready, lift up slightly. Exhale and lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. One more, lift. And lower and hold it. Sending those hips back. Send the breath to the back of the front leg, all the way down that hamstring. Now, bend that front knee, bring the hands down. Move the leg back. So you're stepping yourself back again into your lunge. Now, we are going to heel toe the right foot out so that your hands can come in between. In between, inside. You know what I mean. Okay, so again, we're going to bend the back knee down. Straighten up as much as you can into both legs. Bend it down. Straighten up. And bend. And straighten. Two more. Bend. And straighten. Last one. Bend. And straighten. Okay, bend the front knee. So again, you're going to move that leg in for our pigeon pose. So drop the back knee, drop the front of the foot, and then move the foot through. However works for you. That side didn't work as well as the other side. Didn't feel like it was very graceful. Never mind. We're not doing a flow, so we don't need to be graceful. Okay, so the front of the back foot is going to move you deeper into that hip. So again, shoulders roll back and down, lift the chest. Got the option to move the hands back to the sides of the hips, lift. Energy through the back toes. Nice, keep breathing through that open chest. When you're ready, bring the hands forward, tuck the back toes. Once again, lift the front foot up. Back foot joins the front. And come up to stand very slowly, allowing the neck and shoulders and head to come up last. Okay. The dog's ringing his bells. So he rings his bells to go out to the toilet, but he also rings his bells to go out and play in the garden. And we have to go with him because he's only little. Scott will get really annoyed because he just rings them to go out to play. Okay, we are coming down. We're going to go into our camel pose. Now, entirely optional whether you go back into the full pose. You can just do either side rather than the full pose because I know it's quite a strong one, but it is quite nice to open up the chest, and with the fact that breath becomes quite chesty when we're stressed and panicky, it's quite nice to open up that area, but it is complete choice whether you do the full posture. If you've got your blocks or your cushion nearby and you don't want to go all the way over, we can use them as well. So come down onto your knees. We're going to come into, actually, I'm going to move a little, I'm just put some cows in front of it. We'll do our camel in a minute. We are going to lay, or sit, with the right leg, sorry. I've changed it and now I don't have left and right. So you're bending into both knees in this like zigzag position with your legs. We're going to take the right hand beside us. We're going to brace the floor with the left, and as you do so, lift the hips. So you're sending the arms back and pushing the hips forwards. Lower and back down. We go again, and deeper. Push it up. Hips come forwards, arm back a little bit more. Lower down. One more. Lift it up. I feel like a mermaid doing that. Like, so really push those hips forward. Open through the chest center. So try and get the chest parallel to the ceiling. When you're ready, release back down. Same again then on the other side. So switch your legs over, zigzag the other side. The left leg's in towards the groin, right leg splits by the bottom. Exactly the same on the other side, left hand comes down. So you're going to brace the floor then with the right. Lift up, push those hips forward, send the arm back, open the chest. And down. And again, sweep it forwards, up, deeper this time. So open that chest a bit more, trying to get parallel to the ceiling. And down. Last one, bring it up. All the way back. Push those hips forward. And down you come. Now we're going to our camel. Okay. So, for our camel, we will do each side first to warm it up. If each side is enough, stay there. I'll let you know halfway through so that you can come up and swap over the sides. Initially, we're going to take the hands to the tailbone, push those hips forwards, take the gaze up or back. Now, don't crane it here. You'll notice the difference in my voice. If your voice feels like it would make that sound if you talk, drop it back or lift it up. So you're either looking at the ceiling or all the way back, not in between. From there, we'll come down to one side, so one heel. Take an arm back. We'll come up, we'll do the other side. Now, if your heels are too far away, tuck the toes under, you're then bringing the floor up to you. And the back bend is less for the other side. If it's still too much, take a block. Just don't lean on one side or the other. You need to make sure that their weight isn't completely pushed down. Then we will come into taking both heels into our camel. Again, you have the option to tuck the toes or place your block or your cushion on the heels. Okay, so there are choices and I'll let you know halfway through the full camel. Then if you're doing either side, you can switch it over. So either front of the feet flat on the floor or toes tucked under if you want to bring the floor up to you a little bit. Knees underneath the hips. Again, make sure when you look down that you can't see your knees. They're right underneath the hips. First of all, take both hands to the tailbone. Shine the elbows backwards. So really draw them together, open through that chest. Push the hips forwards, take the gaze up or all the way back. When you're ready, breathe in and lift up. Take a moment. This pose definitely makes some people spin a little bit in their head, so just go steady. One side. So left hand comes to that left heel. Again, you have the option to tuck those toes. Right arm comes up, sweeps back. Push the hips forward. To really engage the glutes, with a stretch down the front of the quads. When you're ready, breathe in and lift up. We do the other side again, tucking those toes under if you need to. Right hand to your right heel. Left arm sweeps up, open. Push those hips forward. Feel the stretch between the hips and the knees. When you're ready, lift up. Now, when we come out of the full pose, if you're going into it, what I want you to do is place the hands on the tailbone to help lift you up. So one at a time, and then use that to help lift you. Again, entirely up to you, whether you do one side, both sides, no sides, you can just do the hands at the bottom of the back, totally up to you. If you go with both come down again, tucking those toes under if you need to. So take hold of the ankles, or have your block. Push the hips forwards, turn the gaze up, or all the way back. Keep pushing the hips forwards, keep breathing. Swap over now if you're doing half and half. When you're ready, take the hands to the tailbone and lift up. Nice. So hands come down, take them in front of you. Tailbone stays up, chest center comes down. Or hip rests on the mat. When you're ready, slide the tailbone towards the heels into your child's pose. Stretching those fingers forwards. When you're ready, come on up. So we're going to lay down on our backs and just do 3 really nice stretches and then lay down for a relaxation. So we're coming into the hips. So as you know, when we do our leg stretches and stuff, the hips are a sister hinge to the shoulders. So where if you're stressed and tense, your shoulders will come up automatically. We relax into the hips, hopefully that'll help the shoulders roll away from the ears as well. So we're going to come into our happy baby pose first of all. I think most of you have done this, and you'll see why you feel like a baby when you do it. So we're going to lay on our backs, bring the legs up. Now, the soles of the feet are going to face the ceiling. You're going to take hold of either the inner side of the foot or the outer edge of the foot. It's up to you, entirely personal preference. I like the inner edge. Now, you're going to draw those knees down towards the armpits. So get yourself into position, lay it on your back. Soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Take hold of the bottoms of the feet and draw those knees towards the armpits. Keep breathing here, drawing those knees deeper towards the armpits. Now I want you to straighten the legs. So you can either keep hold of the toes, or you can slide the hands down to the inner thighs, too close to the doors. Okay, so you can have the hands on the inner thighs or towards the knees to draw the legs out. Beautiful breaths here. Now when you're ready, I want you to bring the soles of the feet together. And then lower the feet towards the floor, as close to the bottom as you can get. Allowing the knees to roll out to the sides. Now, if you feel this is uncomfortable, you can get cushions to put under the knees. We're not going to stay here for too long, but it is an optional pose in the future if you're comfortable in it, but you'd like a bolster underneath. It can support your knees. When we are together, I will show you a lovely thing to do with the strap to hold you in this position. It's amazing. It's too complicated to try and explain it over Zoom. But I'll show you. I might try and do a video to show you how to get yourself in that position and supported by a strap. It's lovely. Okay, so now hands can come up above the head if you want full posture into your butterfly pose. Okay, when you're ready, draw the knees back together, squeeze them into the chest. Now gently allow both knees to roll over to the left, arms come out to the side. So think about lengthening through the spine, sending the tailbone to the bottom of the mat. When you're ready, roll up to center. Another squeeze into the body. And take them over to the right. So both knees to the right, arms out to the side. Lengthen through the spine, out the tailbone towards the bottom of the mat. So you're not compressing on the twist. When you're ready, draw the knees back into the chest. And then gently rock up and we can get ourselves comfortable for relaxation. So if you've got your towels, if you have one which has got two towels like mine, it just makes it a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter if you haven't got two, it's like baby lip. It just distinguishes between the two. Anyway, the bigger roll, if you have one, is going to lay where your spine will lay. So center of the mat. And you're going to lay back onto that. So come up really close to me. No, that's not going to work. Let's leave it over there. It was fine where it was. Don't break if it ain't fixed. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Okay. Your other towel roll is going to come down to wherever around your legs will be. That's going to rest behind your knees. Just behind the knees. And then your blocks or your cushions will come to the top of your fake bolster. I need to buy some. They're amazing. And then hopefully they'll be almost level, but your weight will come onto this so that will lower down a little bit. Now, I'm going to change into the music. Pop some lights down low if you want to. Turn the cameras off if you want to. Pop something warm on if you want to. And we'll go into our relaxation. I will turn the lights down slightly here so that it's not glaring.
Sam, should the thing going down your spine be like at the bottom of your back? Mm-hmm. Should the cushion going down your spine?
It should. I'll show you. Let me. Oh, I said I turn the lights on. So if I show you, if I'm on it, so mine's quite long, so it's almost the whole length of my spine. So you'll have it almost to the tailbone, and then as you lay down over it, it's going to allow you to open and have the arms either side. So it literally is from the bottom of my tailbone up towards my neck. So it supports the whole of the spine, allowing you then as you have the arms to the side to be open through the chest. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, right, let me change this music over while you get yourselves comfortable. So lay yourself down then in a position that is comfortable for you. And if you have yourself on the bolster, allow your arms to fall out to the side. So either side of the body. And I'll put some more relaxing music on. And turn my lights down here. Okay, so lay yourself in that comfortable position. Allow the mind and the body to become quiet. Tune in to the body now at the end of the class. Allowing you to make a comparison to the beginning of the class. Hopefully the deep stretches will have worked into any areas of tension that you may have felt through the body. Now I want this time to work into any tension that you may feel within the mind. So allow your awareness to draw towards the space between your eyebrows. Really focusing upon your brow center. And if any thoughts do arise, allow them the energy that you have. And know that you can revisit them at a later date. Relaxation and concentration is not to completely empty the mind, but to quieten things and know that we exist beyond our thoughts. So allowing yourself to get comfortable within this position and allowing the mind to relax and release. I want you to think back to the day and the week before you. I want you to think of 3 things that you feel gratitude for. They may have happened today, yesterday, or on the weekend. But take this time now to think of 3 things that you can feel grateful for. Whether it be the smile of a stranger, a quiet walk on your own, a bubble bath, the love of family and friends, or anything that is personal to you. Think of these 3 things and allow them to fill the mind and the heart. Too often we focus upon the negatives, especially given the current climate. I want you to purposely think of 3 things you are grateful for every day for the rest of this week. Allowing your heart and your mind the time to be grateful, to be at peace. I want you to allow these 3 things to fill you with joy. And then I want you to follow a mantra that will take you through the rest of your week. Whether you say this aloud with me or quietly within your own mind is entirely up to you. It is personal preference whether vocalizing will help you feel the words or whether you are happy with them internally. I want you to now think and say, whether verbally or internally, I am strong and I am thankful. I am strong and I am thankful. I am strong and I am thankful. And you now just repeat that quietly to yourself. whether that's aloud at home or within your mind. I will remain quiet so that you can listen to your own self. And I want you, as you inhale, to feel as if you are inhaling a nice relaxed state. And as you exhale, I want you to exhale any tension. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, tension. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, tension. With the body hopefully becoming heavier upon the mat. Or perhaps the complete opposite, and the body feels lighter, as if floating. Notice how the body is feeling and how the mind is feeling. I want you to continue on this week with those thoughts of gratitude and almost a pay it forward attitude. Complete one thing each day that you feel is good for somebody else, in the hope that they will too pass on the good feeling, the good spirits, and pay it forward to somebody else. If each individual completed one kind act each day, there would be a lot more happy faces. So make that your duty. Gratitude and kindness. And self-relaxation. Now I want you to very slowly begin to wiggle into the fingertips and into the toes. Allowing the extremities to slowly wake up. Drawing the knees then very gently in towards the chest. We're not going to roll onto one side because of being on our bolsters. So I want you to very gently take the hands behind the knees. Slowly rolling up to a seated position, still with the eyes closed. Twist yourself round if you need to sit in a position that's comfortable, still with the eyes closed. Allowing the palms to join together, rubbing the hands together, nice and slowly to begin, and then faster to create that heat and energy. Place the palms over your face to breathe in the heat and energy you've created. Allow the heat and the energy to fill the body. Open the eyes to the darkness then of the palms. Slowly parting the fingers to allow the light to naturally come into your eyes. Sliding the hands then down the jaw. Massaging into the jaw as you do so. Bringing your hands to prayer at your heart center. Namaste, and thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Love you all.